Hi there, this is Kira Leslie for Debunking Addiction at HealthyPlace.com. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of honesty in addiction recovery. So it wasn't until I got sober, almost 8 years ago, that I realized how dishonest I really was. I didn't think of myself as a person who lied a lot. I wasn't a compulsive liar in the sense that people normally think of it. However, as a result of being an alcoholic and somebody who had mental health issues, I did lie to cover things up all the time. Of course, I lied during my drinking, trying to cover it up. That didn't really work. I mean, like most of us, I wasn't very good at keeping secrets even when I thought I was. And even before I started drinking, I was struggling with obsessive compulsive disorder and anxiety, and I covered a lot of that up by lying about what I was doing because I knew it didn't really make any sense. I didn't want people to think I was weird. So I was really used to that. But once I got sober, I realized that I needed to start being more honest. Actually, it wasn't just that I realized it so much as that it was definitely beaten into my head by other people that I knew and the outpatient community that I was in and whatnot. But they were right. And I didn't really understand why it was so important to be honest in life, not just about drinking, not just about, my mental health stuff, but really I've tried to make honesty a way of life for me now, to the point where I used to, for example, if I, had an obligation and I didn't really want to do it, I would make up an excuse or something. Now I don't do that. If I really don't feel up to doing something, that's what I say. I don't feel up to doing it. Or I have a problem with being late all the time. And I used to lie about where I was, like, oh yeah, I'm already on the freeway. I'll be there in a minute. And I don't do that anymore. Now I'm honest about where I am. Like, yep, I left 30 minutes late and I'm just leaving the house, and I can't explain exactly why this is important for my addiction recovery, but I know that it is. And I'm still trying to understand how it works. I think that what happens is we make it a habit. It's kind of like a cognitive behavioral therapy thing. We make a habit of honesty or we make a habit of dishonesty. And then we're able to go in either direction. If we make a habit of dishonesty, the likelier we are to be able to lie to ourselves about our addiction, about how fit we are in our recovery, about how active we are, about even before we get into recovery, lying about the harm we're doing, or about how bad it really has gotten, or how unmanageable our lives are. But on the opposite side of that, if we make a habit of honesty, then throughout all the areas of our life, then we're better able to assess when we need help, better able to assess when we need to strengthen our recovery, redouble our efforts, reach out for help, whatever it is. And that doesn't mean that I am always honest. I still, have, within the last 8 years, I have lied sometimes. I have slipped up in that regard. I'm not perfect, but I have gotten so much better, and it's really a better way of life to me to live an honest way of life, and it's a crucial part of my recovery.